They cuss. They hit little kids. And they do the Lord's work in vain. And they set fire to French Krieger's old tool shed.
And that's not all. When the fire department showed up to put out the fire, somebody sent 5 dozen donuts to the firemen, and the Herdmans ate them all.
And what they couldn't eat, they stuffed them in pockets or down through their shirts.
And there was this really bad bird owned by my Becky Wild's favorite turtles. So now she can't take it to the YMCA pet show because her mother won't let her. And that's not all. They did it in fluorescent paint, so it glows in the dark. So when you can't even see the turtle, you can still see the word. And they put a whole bunch of tadpoles in the school drinking fountain. And Miss Barnes swallowed 2 or 3 by mistake. Somebody yelled, "Mildred, stop! You're drinking tadpoles!" But it was too late. Did she get sick? Not right away.
There are 6 Herdmans. Imogen, Ralph, Claude, Ollie, and Leroy. And they went through the Woodrow Wilson School like those South Americans did.
Just keep your house clean. The teachers refused to hold them back, even if they failed or were rotten, because then they might have 2 Herdmans in the same classroom.
So, and they went around town the same way, stealing things and tearing things up, and ramming kids. So it was hard to get away from them. There was only one safe place. That's my brother Charlie. That's what he said when the Sunday school teacher asked him what his favorite part about church was. Charlie said, "No Herdmans."
That made the teacher mad, because all of the other kids said nice things about God, Jesus, and good feelings. But old Charlie told the real truth. No Herdmans.
I don't care what everybody else said, 'cause that's what they really thought. All that other stuff is okay, I guess. But the main good thing about churches, there are no Herdmans. Ever.
Well, that doesn't sound very Christian to me.
Well, you're right, dear, but Charlie was black and blue all last year because he had to sit next to Ralph Herdman in school.
Is he the worst one, Ralph?
No, they're all the worst one.
Ralph's the strongest, so if he gets you,
It doesn't matter. Gladys is the smallest. If Gladys gets you, she's mean, and she's fast, and she bites.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ass. Just stay away from them. All of them.
that's what I said. Stay away from them. Go to church.
I'm glad to hear you feel that way.
Why?
No arguments about the Christmas pageant this year.
I don't want to be a shepherd again.
Well, tell Miss Armstrong you want to be a wise man.
I don't want to be in it.
Everybody's in it. Think about how I would feel sitting there on Christmas Eve if my own children weren't in it. Think how your father would feel. You'd feel terrible, wouldn't you, Bob?
Well, actually, I wasn't planning on going. You know how crowded it always is. They keep losing my seat. I'll just stay home, slip on a bathrobe, and just relax. Besides, there's never anything different to the Christmas pageant.
There's going to be something different this year.
Oh yeah, what?
Charlotte's going to wear your bathrobe.
Stop that little grace!
Hey, Charlie, why don't you be Joseph? Elmer Hopkins would be your daughter to play Joseph. Elmer Hopkins is tired of being Joseph just because his father's forever. Nobody wants to be Joseph.
Nobody wants to be in it.
What are you going to do this year?
I don't want to be in the choir.
Why can't Charlie be in the angel choir with you?
'Cause I can't sing.
From what I've heard, the passage is a serious drawback. The way the man always sounds like a closet full of mice to me.
What do you wear in the angel choir?
Bed sheets.
Oh boy, what a choice. Bed sheets or a bathrobe? Come on, let's go watch some TV.
You are, I think Helen Armstrong would preach the sermon if she didn't want to let her.
Is that George Armstrong's wife?
Yeah.
Well, maybe she'll try to run the hospital, because that's where she's at. I ran into George at the drugstore, and he said that his wife had broken her leg this morning, as she'll be in traction for 2 weeks, led up to the first of the year.
The first of the year? And they'll have to cancel Christmas.
She's in charge of Christmas?
Well, she might as well as be. She's in charge of the pageant. She's in charge of the potluck supper. I feel sorry for Helen, but who's going to do those things?
This is pretty inconvenient timing. I can get the bazaar, Edna. I go get the potluck supper.
Yes, I could do that. But could you find someone to help with the decorations?
Yes, I can do that. I don't know what on earth we'll do about the pageant. Unless, how about Grace?
Ooh, good idea. Hello, Grace.
Bob,
What?
I have to direct the Christmas pageant.
Does that mean I have to go?
Our Christmas pageant isn't exactly what you call Mozart making it. Mrs. Armstrong baking her leg was the only unexpected thing that ever happened to her. It's the same old Christmas story, the same old carols, the same old Mary Joseph. And that's what Mother was stuck with. That is Mrs. Armstrong.
I'll tell you again, Grace, how important it is to give everyone a chance. Here's what I do. I always start with Mary, and I tell them we must choose Mary carefully because Mary was the mother of Jesus.
I know, Helen.
Yes. Then I tell them about Joseph and how he was God's choice to be Jesus' father. That's how I explain it. Frankly, I don't ever spend much time on Joseph because it's always Elmer Hopkins, and he knows all about Mary and Joseph.
I thought Mrs. Armstrong was in traction. How can she talk if she's in traction?
What do you think traction is?
Like when they put you to sleep?
No such luck. Beth, salt, pepper, and napkins.
But I do explain about the wise men and the shepherds and how important they are. And I tell them there are no small parts, only small actors. Remind the angel choir not to stare at the audience, and don't let them wear earrings and things like that. And don't let them wear clunky shoes or high heels. I just hope you don't have too many baby angels, Grace. They will be your biggest problem.
You're going to save some for the rest of us, won't you, Charlie?
I'm hungry. Ralph stole my lunch again.
How can you let him do that to you day after day?
How can I stop him? Where's the chicken?
It's still in the oven.
I will get it.
You'll have to help the baby angels on. Otherwise, they'll get their wings caught on the curtain. Bob could do that for the shepherds, too. Oh, another thing, Grace. Don't let them wear lipstick.
Helen, I have to go. There's someone at my door.
A lot of the members of the church were concerned about the makeup, and they told me that they hate it and that it looks terrible. So tell them that...
Helen, I have to go. There's someone at my door. I will call you later. I'm coming.
Lady, could you help me? I've had a square meal in 3 days.
Oh, for heaven's sake, it's just a phone call from Armstrong about the Christmas pageant.
I was getting lonely, sitting at the table with no one to talk to.
Well, I'm sure Helen feels that way too.
Not as long as she's got a telephone in her room.
I bet she told you there are no small parts, only small actors.
And to make the shepherds be quiet.
And have something to shove this baby angels on.
Yes, she suggested your father
Mrs. Armstrong. She said Mrs. Armstrong was stuck in the hospital with nothing to do but think of problems, and there were going to be any problems. Of course, Mother didn't count on the curtains. That's Charlotte's fault.
What was it?
2 Twinkies.
That's right. That's what it was.
Hey, Ralph. You think it's so great to steal my dessert every day. Well, guess what? I don't care. I'll even give you my dessert. Because we get all the dessert we want in Sunday school.
Oh, yeah? What kind of dessert?
Oh, all kinds. Donuts, ice cream, cake.
You're a liar.
And Twinkies, and Smarties, and cupcakes, and pies, and,
Who gives it to you?
Reverend Hopkins.
Why? Is he crazy?
No, I think he's rich.
That was the wrong thing to tell Ferdinand. Sure enough, the very next Sunday, there they were in Sunday school, just in time to hear about the Christmas pageant.
What's a pageant?
It's a play.
Like on TV? Well, what's it about?
It's about Jesus.
Everything here is.
And it's about Mary. Well, mostly it's about Mary.
Who's Mary?
I am. Well, probably am. I know the part.
Come back, Charlie, come. Now, this won't take very long if you will all settle down. Today we're going to decide who will play the main role in our Christmas pageant. Of course, everybody will have an important part to play. You know Miss Armstrong always tells you, there are no small parts, only small actors. Isn't that what Miss Armstrong always says?
Yes, that's what she always says, but she never says what it means.
Well, don't you know what it means?
I know what it means. It means that all the short kids have to be in the front row of the angel choir, or else nobody else can see them.
Well, not exactly. It really means the little baby angel is just as important as Mary.
I don't think anyone is as important as Mary.
Naturally, that's what you would think, Alice. I think Jesus is more important. I still think it means that the short kids have to be in the front.
Girls, everybody is important. Mary, Jesus, and the short kids. Now, is everybody here? Beverly, will you go look about in the hall, see if anybody else is coming? Now, many of you children will be our angels, so please remind your mothers that you will need bed sheets. And if any of you have old baths at home, now what's the matter? Well, I think they can move the Now, what happened to Beverly?
I think she went home. I think she got sick.
Did she say she was sick?
She just left. All I did was, I just said, "Hi, Beverly." She just left.
I see. Well, will someone please tell Beverly about the next rehearsals on Wednesday at 6:30? Plan to be here for everyone.
What if he gets sick?
You won't get sick, but of course Mary and Joseph must absolutely come to every rehearsal.
What if they get sick?
They won't get sick either, Elmer.
Well, Beverly got sick, and we didn't even start yet.
We don't know that Beverly got sick. Now, I want you to think about Mary. We all know what type of person Mary was. She was kind and gentle. And the girl who plays Mary should try to be that type of person. Now, who would like to volunteer for the part? Anybody, did you have a question?
No, I want to be married. And Ralph, he wants to be Joseph.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'll make a list of all volunteers and then we'll decide who they Joseph. Now, Imogen has volunteered to be married. What other names can I put on my list? Maxine? Beth? Alice? Don't you want to be married?
I'll be married.
I don't want to.
Oh, you be quiet, Gladys, because I'm already married. You be a wise guy.
Well, the wise men are usually boys. Of course, they don't have to be.
Hey, I'll be a wise guy. I thought the wise guys were usually wise.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
He can be a wise guy if he wants to.
Yeah, me too. Come on, want to be a wise guy too? Okay, raise your hand.
That's a wise guy.
Just raise your hand, come on.
What's there left to be? Some angel. I'll be that. What is it?
It's the angel of the Lord who visits shepherds in the field and tells the Jesus this. There we do have the volunteers after all. Yes, Bob, you could be a wise man.
No, I just wanted to tell you I can't be a shepherd. We're going to Philadelphia.
Well, why didn't you say so before?
I just never remembered. And besides, my mother doesn't want me to be a shepherd.
And why not?
I don't know. She said don't be a shepherd. Besides, I'm allergic to sheep. I'm not going to be a shepherd either.
Oh, yes, you are. What's the matter with all of you? Why, Gladys isn't going to hit anybody. The angel of the Lord visits the shepherds in the fields and tells them Jesus is born.
And hits them.
Jennifer, that is ridiculous. I don't want to hear another word about it. No shepherds may quit or get sick. Now, boys and girls, it's all for today. You may go. But I expect to see you all here on Wednesday at 6:30. Alice, what's the matter with you? Why didn't you raise your hands?
I don't know.
Mrs. Bradley, it was all to me.
I expected you to
Mrs. Bradley!
volunteer.
Oh, come on, Alice. I don't know.
I didn't dare raise my hand. Imogen would have killed me.
She said, I'm going to be married in this pageant. And if you open your mouth or raise your hand, you'll wish you didn't. And I said, I'm always married in the Christmas pageant. And she said, go ahead then. And next spring, when the pussy willows come out, I'll stick a pussy willow bush so far down your ear that nobody can reach it. And it'll sprout there and grow, and you'll spend the rest of your life with a pussy willow bush growing out of your ear. No, she wouldn't do that. She would too. Girls can do anything. You just wait. They'll do something horrible and ruin this whole pageant.
live next to the Herdman outfit. Frankly, I'd rather live next to a zoo. Has Grace gone crazy?
Where did they come from? Who let them in? Imogen Herdman? What kind of child is that to play Mary, the mother of Jesus? Where was Reverend Hopkins, I'd like to know? He was what? Visiting the Shuttons? Well, I'm a Shutton, and he wasn't visiting me. What was Grace thinking? She just said he went away. Wolves and goats, that's what I said. Oh, I feel responsible. If I'd been up and around, this never would have happened.
If I'd been up and around, this never would have happened. Well, let me tell you.
Whoa, don't tell me. I'm on your side. The car's over there.
Helen Armstrong is not the only woman alive who could run a Christmas pageant. I made up my mind to do just the best I could under the circumstances I was given. And I'm going to make this the best Christmas pageant ever. And I'm going to do it with the Herdmans. After all, they raised their hands and nobody else did. And you're going to help me.
Well, good for you, Grace, and the car's over there.
But you have to help me.
Does that mean...
You have to go. Backstage, and the shepherds come in and gather around the manger.
Where did all the shepherds come from anyway? What's it in? What people? Jesus? Oh, honestly, Jesus wasn't even born yet. Mary and Joseph went there.
Why?
To pay their taxes.
In a motel? Oh, cool it, Ollie. Everybody just stop. I want to hear her. Begin at the beginning.
The beginning.
The beginning of the play. What happens first?
Imaging is the Christmas story from the Bible. Haven't you heard the Christmas story from the Bible? Well, it's what this Christmas pageant is, so I better tell it to you.
We've heard this all before.
Well, I haven't, so be quiet and sit down.
I believe that they never heard this story.
Why not? They don't even know what a Bible is. And they never went to church in their whole life. Till your brother told them we got refreshments. And it's your mother's fault for putting through the pageant in the first place. And now we have to waste all this time for nothing. All right now, look. And without a degree, Caesar Augustus, that all the world should be taxed. And Mary went up from Galilee, being great of a child.
She was pregnant!
All right, now that's enough. You all know she was pregnant. And it came to pass that all
Very nice.
say Mary was pregnant. I don't think your mother should say Mary was pregnant.
Well, she was.
Well, it's better to say pregnant child. I'm not supposed to talk about people getting pregnant, especially at church.
There wasn't any room for Jesus?
Well, nobody knew it was going to be Jesus.
Didn't Mary know? Didn't he know? What's the matter with Joseph that he didn't tell him? Pregnant everything.
What's a manger? Some kind of bed? Well, they didn't have a bed in the barn, so Mary had to use whatever there was. What would you do if you had a new baby and no bed for the baby in?
We put Leroy in a dresser drawer.
Well, there you are. You didn't have a bed for Leroy, so you had to put him in, well, use something else.
Oh, we had a bed. It's just that log is still in it, and he wouldn't get out. He didn't like Leroy. Remember how he didn't like Leroy?
Pretty sort of clogged up when we were right off the bat.
Anyway, a manger is a large feeding shop for animals. What were the why they got clothes? Swaddling clothes. People used to wrap babies up very tightly in large pieces of cloth to make them feel cozy.
You mean they tied him up and put him in a feed
watched by night, and lo, the angel of the Lord
Shazam! At black night, with horrible vengeance, the mighty
I
Marvel,
don't know what you're talking about, Linus.
the mighty Marvel from Amazing Comics, out as a black night, with horrible vengeance.
This is the angel of the Lord who visits the shepherds.
Out of nowhere, right? In the black of night, right?
Well, in a way.
Shazam!
And there were wise men coming from the east bearing gifts of gold and frankincense.
What's that?
And myrrh.
What's that?
They were special things like spices and precious oils.
Oil? What kind of a present is oil? Get better presents from the welfare.
Were they the old men and the wise men? They were kings and they were sent.
Oh, finally somebody important shows up. They're kings. They get the baby out of the barn until the innkeeper ready to get off.
Well, Herod, who was the main king at the time, he sent the kings to have baby Jesus put to death.
He just got born, and they're gonna kill the baby?
Who's Herod the Plague?
Herod is an infidel plague. You're not to put the baby into the plague?
Well, somebody better be Herod. Elmer be Herod. And we'll say, go get the baby, and they'll be like, okay, because he's a king and all.
Then don't do it. They go back and get Herod. I want Herod.
No one is going to be Herod.
Look, first get the shepherds, and they go like that.
See, you never heard of the plan. Then we need to all get killed.
Forget about Herod. There is no Herod.
Then I run away from the baby until the fight's over.
Oh, I know. Somebody ought to fix the innkeeper. Linus, you don't worry about the innkeeper.
I can't. I'm an angel.
Why wouldn't you just hang around in a barn? I could get a room.
She said there wasn't any room.
Then I'd throw somebody out. I'd say, I've got this baby and it's the middle of winter, so either get out or move over.
I will go after little Herod.
Yeah, zap.
Hey, what's that play? She never said.
The
Christmas pageant.
That's the name. That's what it is.
I know name. Revenge at Bethlehem.
Hey, guys, let's go back to the nursery and play with the toys.
Hey kid, where do you think you're going?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, we all want to go to the bathroom.
Well, just like they had to go to the bathroom, you guys can all go to the bathroom now because we're going to start a 10-minute intermission. The bathrooms are just over there around the corner and there are concessions in the back.